Messiah Kaine to the Tangiers. I had a great time on Dro TV today, man. Salute.
Welcome to My First Time, the show about your first time getting high on marijuana. I'm your host, Mike Freeman with Dro TV. Today, I'd like to welcome our guest, Messiah Kaine. What's happening, my man?
What's good with you, man?
Not much, man. You know how it is down here in the O-Town, Orlando. You can find more Messiah Kaine on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Music. So, Kaine, thanks for coming on Dro TV today. Let everybody know where you're located and a little bit about what you do.
I'm out of the 413, which is Massachusetts, Western Mass. We got them bars, man. You know what I mean? We coming hard. We got the Tangiers record out as well. You know what I mean? So anybody that doesn't know about that might want to look that up. That's a fire album. Yeah, man, we just plugging away, man, I got some records coming that are going to be real tough, man. The 50-50 Club is going to be incredible. You know what I mean? So, just, doing my thing, man,
Yeah. Definitely want to get more into the Tangiers. You just dropped a track with Thanos Beats as well. So we can talk about that too. But the show is My First Time, Kaine. So we want to know about the first time you got high.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna give you the first time because I don't really recall, man. I was young. I started smoking real young. You know what I mean? I actually don't smoke anymore, but I used to smoke a lot. I loved it, man. And then I ended up getting locked up for like 18 months. It came home and it just was never the same for me. But I'll tell you a story. One time, it was just like 8 years ago. I was still married, and I had the flu. And I went to my boy's house and he makes his own edibles, right? So I'm there or whatever. He's like, yo, take a little piece of this. And at the time, I didn't really smoke, you know what I mean? So I was like, he's like, take a little piece of this. You're going to feel better. It's like, all right. So I took a little piece. I felt great, right? I'm at the dude's house. And now I feel real good. I had the flu, so now I'm feeling better. You know what I mean? He's like, here, take some home with you or whatever, right? So I go home and I'm like, man, that really helped me out. You know what I mean? Let me take a little more. That was a bad call. I'll tell you that right now. I took a little more. I go upstairs and I'm like laying there and my heart's like beating. I'm like, yo, I'm about to have a heart attack, man. You know what I mean? Like in my head, I think I'm dying, right? So I'm running around my house and I was married, but the kids and the wife were not there at the time. So I'm running around the house, man. And it's a 3-floor house. So I'm running like up and down the stairs. I think I'm dying. I'm running downstairs. I'm trying to take a shower, wash the high off of me. Nothing's working. I'm eating. You know what I mean? I'm running around my house naked, no lights on. You know what I mean? Freaking out, dude. I didn't know what to do, man. Like I was so high off this shit. I didn't know what to do. And it would not come down no matter what I did, man. I'm like, man, if the wife come home right now, I'm hit. Like, she, what the hell is wrong with you in the dark, naked, running around the house? You know what I mean? I felt like Smokey in the chicken coop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought I was gonna die, man. I ran upstairs. I finally laid down and like relaxed, and I passed out. But that shit was crazy, man. I was freaking out, bro. I'll never do that shit again. I promise you. You know what I mean? Them edibles, you can't control them. You know what I mean? Once they're in you, they're in you. That's it.
Yeah. So the first one you took, it made you feel good, but when did you take like 2 or 3 more, or did you just take 1 more?
It was like, so it was like some homemade shit, man. So it was like little pieces of candy, like rock candy shit.
Okay.
I don't know. My man, I don't really know. So I took just a little piece and it made me feel great. So I'm like, man, I don't feel sick or nothing. Like I feel great. So I was like, I could handle a little more. You know what I mean? So I probably took the same amount, but probably both of them combined. Like I don't know what happened, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, that thing had me going, bro. I thought I was dying. I was laying there, like, you can hear, I don't know if you've ever experienced that. You can hear your heartbeat, like,
Sure.
It's beating real hard. You're like, oh my God, dude, what's going on? You know what I mean? Yeah, that shit was crazy. But I used to love weed, man. I used to smoke all the time, man. I loved it. And for some reason, it just changed one day. Like when I came home from doing that little bit, and it was just never the same, man. Like I get paranoid and shit. You know what I mean?
No,
Yeah. So, but
no smoking inside.
no, well, no, what?
You weren't able to smoke inside at all when you were
Locked up?
locked up.
I did. Yeah. With
Yeah.
my man Seco, he had some, and this was a long time ago though. That was like, this was when Iverson was in the finals. Because I remember watching. We had this little ass TV in there. We were watching the finals, and he had some weed, and I smoked, and I was all right then. But for some reason, when I came home, like it was just, I don't know, man. It just, I don't know. I can't
I was
handle the
wondering
shit.
if smoking in jail would make you paranoid. I would probably make me paranoid.
Yeah. You know what? I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe a little bit, but I wasn't that paranoid for some reason. I don't know. It's just like the high was different when I came home. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what it was. It was just different. Like I couldn't handle the shit all of a sudden. I don't know. So I don't really smoke too much. Like you know what I mean? I get kind of paranoid and like awkward and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can
So,
feel that.
but I used to, my sister used to sell the shit like back in the day, and I used to tell her, yo, let me get some. I'm gonna go sell it for you. I smoke all that shit every time. She would still give it to me though. You know what I mean?
You
But
remember like the coolest thing you ever smoked out of, like a gravity bong or like a 6-foot bong or something?
I don't know, man. In those days, we just rolled blunts pretty much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, I never really smoked out of no bong. I don't think so. Maybe once. I don't really remember, to be honest. I don't know. But everybody I know smokes. Like everybody. I'm like the only dude that don't smoke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Including my family and everybody. Everybody I know smokes. So, you know,
So
it's what it is. But
you were a blunt smoker?
oh yeah, all day. All day. That's all we
Dutchies,
used to do.
Garcia Vegas, or
Back in those days, I think it was Phillies back in those days.
Phillies. Damn.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about back there. Yeah. So in those days, it was like Phillies. And then I think the Garcia came through, you know what I mean? And then we started doing that. And I remember there was another one too. There's like the thing called chop chop. Like the Cambodians were smoking. They would put like tobacco in the weed and chop it up real fine and then smoke that shit. It was crazy too. That shit was harsh though.
Yeah, I
But
hear a lot of people now they want to like lower the potency, I guess, or the effects of it. So they'll sprinkle some tobacco in with the weed. When we were over in Switzerland touring with Dot, that's what they were doing. They
yeah,
were putting in like in France and Switzerland, they put tobacco in their pot because they say it's too strong, and
yeah.
that's what we're going
Well,
for over here.
the weed now is different compared to like back then. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
The shit I see now is like, wow, dude, that shit is crazy. I could never, if I smoked one, if I took a hit of that shit, I'd be gone, bro. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. Yeah, it's different. It's different. I like the smell of weed though, like the actual weed.
Yeah.
I love how it smells. You know what I mean? Like when it's burning and shit, I don't really fuck with it like that. But you know, wow, you big into it. Obviously, you got the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's every day, baby, you know.
Every
Do
day,
it.
baby.
That's it, man.
How is it in Florida? Is it legal everywhere now? It's legal in Florida?
No, it's
It's
just
got to be.
it's just medicinal. You need to get a card. Here in
Oh, really?
Orlando, it's like lightly decriminalized, loosely, so they don't bust your balls too much down here in Orlando. But uh,
Right.
the
I was
sheriffs
like,
can still mess with you, you know.
really?
Yeah,
That's crazy, man.
I mean,
That's crazy.
they've never me personally, and I don't really know anybody that has, so I don't think
Right.
it's something they pursue, at least here in Orange County. But hey, everybody, I want to quickly mention Food Forest Abundance. Food Forest Abundance is a great way to create your own self sustaining food forest and naturally occurring ecosystem that's commonly found in nature, but designed specifically for you. Through multiple layers of trees, shrubs, herbs, vines, rhizomes, mushrooms, and perennial vegetables, you can become your own supply chain without the typical maintenance required of a garden. From small spaces to large areas, both urban and suburban, Food Forest Abundance wants us to get back to our roots in nature by engaging with our food production in a meaningful way. For more information, click on the link in the description below and start your journey today. Okay, let's get back to today's episode.
You would think Florida would be first ones to legalize the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean the governor's not that. He's not really for it.
Yeah.
So,
Hey. Yeah.
you know, one person can determine. But you know
Yeah.
what, Kaine? Like I've lived most of my life. I just get it from my boys, and I do what the fuck I want anyway because, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Some
Yeah. I mean,
politicians are gonna tell me I can't smoke a plant. Come on.
right. I was smoking, but I was smoking way before that, man. You ain't gonna tell me nothing. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. Yeah.
I hear you. I feel bad for the dudes that went to jail for the shit and now it's legal out here. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
for real. Yeah,
That shit up, dude.
yeah.
You know?
Or are still in
Yeah.
jail, or are still getting put in jail for whether it's you know, we can talk about distribution and quantity but I look at it as if there's no victim, there's no crime. So if the law says
Yeah.
anything over 4 ounces is a crime, so what?
Right.
Yes.
Right. And the shit about weed, man, like alcohol is legal. And people are killing people with alcohol every day. You know what I mean? And weed's not really like that. I've never seen weed like that. You know what I mean? Like
Alcohol,
people
cigarettes, Oxycontin. I mean,
right, right, yeah. And weed's a medicine, you know what I mean? So
cheeseburgers, French fries,
that's
soda.
my yeah, see? Now you're talking. That's that's my issue right there. You know?
Yeah, but you're a worker, man. So it's tough when you're
Yeah,
working all day to eat healthy or bring a healthy lunch and all that stuff. It's definitely not easy.
yeah.
So
You ain't kidding, dude. I'm telling you. I'm always on the run. Like you just see me. I was late. I was late to your show because I'm just constantly running. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, what do? You got fast food. You know what I mean?
So Kaine,
But you
when
know,
did you start? I kind of know this, but when did you start rapping, and talk about how long it took you from when you started to actually putting music out with the Tangiers?
oh man, I started. Yeah, I was young, maybe like 12, 13, something like that. Um, it took a long time. I mean, we just put the Tangier album out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So we put out what last. I mean, I've always made music. I've always done music. I took a long hiatus too. I raised my family. You know what I mean? I raised my daughters, and I was married, and but I always wrote rhymes, and I always went to studios and things like that. Um, but the Tangier album it was actually just supposed to be for me and Benefit. You know what I mean? We were supposed to do it just for us because we had never did a whole album together. So we were like, let's just do it. And it became bigger than we imagined it would be. You know what I mean? And more people got involved. You know what I mean? And so it became bigger. So and I'm actually really proud of that album. I think that album is really fire. You know what I mean? I think me and Benefit did a great job. We had some great features on there. M. Dot, of course. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, it was a long. I haven't really put out an album ever, to be honest, except for that. I think the 10 years I put out songs, but never an album. So I have one on the way though. I have a lot of records done already. So
That's great. Building off of that momentum for anybody listening, we're talking about the Tangiers as a group with Messiah Kaine and Benefit from EMS, both Western Mass cats. And last year, you guys dropped the Tangiers, The House Always Wins. If you're a fan of dope hip hop music, definitely go check it out. A lot of great songs on there, some dope beats, very different songs, melody wise and instrumental wise. So definitely give that one a follow. And Thanos Beats, you just dropped a track with him called Black Mass. He produced on the Tangiers, correct?
um, did he? You know what? I think he had a track with us. I'm not sure if it's on there though.
Okay, maybe I'm
But that's my
thinking.
brother, man.
Maybe I'm thinking the
Thanos Beats.
Co-Defendants album.
No, I don't think so. He's with the God Squad and Hard Time Records.
Okay.
So I kind of connected with Thanos during the making of Tangiers. I think we did do a Tangiers album, and we just did one recently too. in which we're gonna do a few, I think, with Thanos. That's gonna be fire, man. The kid's fire, man. He makes beats, he sings, he does artwork, he mixes, masters. The kid he's amazing, amazing talent. You know what I mean? So, and he raps obviously. So, but I don't think he was on the Tangiers. But
Okay.
we do have some songs coming with the Tangiers and Thanos for sure.
No doubt. And you guys dropped 6 or 8 singles off Tangiers, a couple music videos.
Yeah.
Stardust,
Yeah.
that's still happening?
Yeah, that's done actually. The documentary is done. I think Benefit's kind of like spearheading that. So I think he's getting we have a huge feature on the soundtrack, and we got some great music too coming, and I think we're supposed to do like 2 or 3 more records. So he's gonna push the music with the doc, I guess. He's kind of like spearheading it, like I said. So, and I'm working on other things. Like I have an EP with Thanos too, and we're gonna probably put out another Tangiers project. No Victory, No Peace. I got songs with Prophet coming that are really fire. Some videos. So some real good music I got on the way. You know what I mean?
All right. I'm calling Core out in this episode. We had the EMS barbecue a couple months back.
Yeah, all the months.
You were rapping over Core's beats. Core was like blown away, and I said, "You guys need to do a project together."
I agree.
Anything going on?
I title and everything, man.
Yeah.
Yes. But in Core's defense, though, he's been gone for a while out of the States. You know, he's been doing his thing. So you know what I mean. You got to salute that, and hopefully we can get that done, man. You know what I mean. I would love to do an album with Core. That's my guy.
Yeah. What was he calling it? Core Kaine? Was that his?
Yeah, Core Kaine. Yeah, I would love to do it, man. I love his energy. You know what I mean? He's got a great energy about him. He's an incredible MC, and I would love to do it. You know what I mean? So hopefully we can get that done.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him up too. Like I said, definitely stay on him because he's all over the place. If you push his button, if you push him,
that's where the connect is. He's all over, so am I. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where the disconnect is. But I think if we lock in for 2-3 days, I mean, we can come up with a little EP or something. You know what I mean? Some fire.
Yeah.
You know, I thought he actually had some records he was gonna send me. I don't know. We got to talk about it, but I would love to do the record for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna put a bug in his ear. I would recommend you reach out to him as well because he makes some dope beats, and it's a lot different than, I mean, Core is like, he has his own sound, right?
Yeah. Right.
I love hearing the other EMS dudes on his music because as much as I love Core and him rapping and his crazy antics, we have a lot of great artists. So I just love it when someone else raps on his stuff, and
absolutely,
I know he does too. So so you got a project with Thanos coming out, some more Tangiers dropping.
Yeah, we got the Tangiers. I got an EP called Decompression with Thanos. I got 50/50 Club coming, video and music with Prophet. That's with Prophet. That's just a song, but that's gonna be on No Victory, No Peace. And then we just got some incredible music, man. We're just gonna keep pushing, man. Keep going. I have a lot of music in the vault right now that's ready to go. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to get artworks and things like that, and get everything together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
nice.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you giving us some time today. And any other weed stories you want to share with us before we get out of here?
Oh, dude, I got a million of them. I got some on Benefit too. Don't worry.
How about the most famous person? I mean, you smoke a blunt with some.
Oh, you know who we smoked with? I don't know. Yeah. So we went when the Fugees came. They came to Western Mass, and actually it was me and Benefit. We were together. We were kids too when the Score just came out.
Okay.
And we went back, like they weren't that famous yet. You know what I mean? So we went to the back, and it was Wyclef and was it Proswell were back there smoking with us. And one of our boys actually got to go because Lauren was she was in the trailer, but he was from Jersey. So he was like, yeah, go in the trailer, go meet Lauren and shit. But we were back there smoking with Wyclef and Proswell.
Damn.
That was dope. You know what I mean? I thought that was dope. You know what I mean? We thought we were the shit. But, yeah, that shit was dope.
Did you look like kids? Did they know they were like smoking with kids or what?
Oh, I don't know. They had to know. We definitely look like kids. But at that time, like, I don't know. They were probably young too. I don't know how old they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were probably like mid-20s, Ben. The score, I think, was like 96, 97. So yeah.
Yeah. See? So yeah, so we were like what, 15, 16. So yeah, so back there smoking with them. That was an incredible concert though, man. I tell you, these dudes, they were rapping in 6 different languages. Damn. Incredible. Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah, that was early Lauryn Hill too.
Yeah. Yo, that album's incredible. That's a classic, man. The score was a classic.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'm glad you shared that with us. That's pretty sweet. Wyclef and Proswell. Okay.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's dope.
Sweet.
Definitely dope.
Well, Kaine, let everybody know the best place that they can follow you at.
Instagram, pretty much all the platforms, Messiah Kaine, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, like you said, Spotify, Apple Music. It's all Messiah Kaine. So I'm the only Messiah Kaine there is. You know what I mean? I looked it up. You know what I mean? So that's it, man. And the Tangiers 7-Eleven. Follow them to the Tangiers 7-Eleven on Instagram and Facebook.
And we'll have all the links down below, as well as links to the Spotify music, so you can go check out some of the Tangiers and Messiah Kaine. And for those of you watching this on YouTube, go down and smash the like button if you enjoyed this episode. Go check out some of Kaine's music as well as the Tangiers, and come back and leave a comment. Let us know what you thought of some of the music, your favorite track. They Tell Us is definitely one of my favorite tracks.
Mine too.
So you can go peep that one. And you need to make sure you subscribe to Dro TV here on YouTube so that you don't miss interviews like this one with my man Messiah Kaine. So that's it, my friend. Thank you for joining us today. For everybody listening and watching, that's it for today's episode. We'll catch you on the next one. And as always, smoke them if you got them. What's up, Dro TV family? You can now stream the audio version of all these episodes on your favorite podcast player. And if you like more episodes like this, check out this playlist we put together over here for you. And if you haven't already, subscribe to us on YouTube. You don't want to miss more great content from Dro TV. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, smoke them if you got them.